You're still lingering like the old cologne that you wore. I still see your face in the empty frame by the door.
Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me. In today's video, I'm sharing with you another Friday sews. I'm so glad to be here. I missed last week and I will share with you later on what happened and why I didn't upload a video. But this is the video for the week where I sit down or stand up and just take you guys through my week regarding sewing, what I've done, as well as some life updates and future sewing plans. So if you're interested, please meet me in the next section where we begin chatting about all things sewing and some life updates. Hello friends, it's so nice to be here with you guys today. Last week was just really crazy and I'm going to start right now with the life updates. Last time you left me, which was 2 Fridays ago, I was heading to get some photos taken with my 2 McCall's dress. I have since posted those reviews on my channel, so I will leave a link to those somewhere on the screen so you guys can find it. I also had plans to work on my So Frugal during last weekend, but I didn't, so let me just get you through to what has happened. Life updates. So last Thursday I had decided that I was going to lift weights. Now I haven't lifted weights for at least 6 or 7 months, but I've been doing like small workouts within my bar program where I use 5-pound weights or 10-pound weights and nothing more than that. Previously, I would have lifted 115 pounds on the weight set, and I would do like hand cleans, and I would also do deadlifts. I'm not sure what happened last Thursday, but I was chatting with my son. He was getting prepared to go to his driving lesson. And I was just putting weights on the bar without actually paying attention to it. So when I got to it and I finally tried to come up, my back just went. It really hurt. I did it 3 times. So the first time it was like, okay, holy crap. What on earth? I'm like so weak. I can't believe this. I am weak. I have to get back in this. That's what I told myself. So I was like, okay, let me do it a second time, because my goal was just to do it 5 times and move on to something lighter. Second time I was like, holy crap, I'm not getting it high. I can't get it to where I usually do. And I was like, okay, this is the 3rd time. I'm going to give it all my all. And yeah, that 3rd time was it. I knew something was wrong because I had to sit down. And typically my pain threshold is really, really like deep. Like it's really wide. I can go up to 9, you know, on a scale of 1 to 10 without freaking out regarding pain. And I was like, this is not good. So that's why I didn't do any videos, because normally I always make my videos on Thursday afternoon or early Friday morning. So that is when I decided that, you know what, I'm just going to post something either on Instagram or on my community tab to let everyone know that, you know, I can't do this. I literally couldn't do it and I was in so much pain and I felt so bad. Like I was really torn. I wanted to sit down and do the video. I was like, I can push through this, I can get it done. But then I was like, I really hurt and I'm not doing anyone any favors by coming here and trying to smile through a process that I really wasn't feeling. And I just like to be honest and happy and truly happy when I make these videos and just express myself and just be that happy person that I love being. And if I can, I'm not gonna be in front of the camera. I know it's nice to be very transparent, but I don't really want to bring anyone down. You know, we come here to get inspired and we want to be motivated and not hear anyone's, not a sad story, but I hope you know what I mean. I really just don't want to bring anyone down with what's going on with me. So I prefer to keep it private, but I thought at least let me just tell you guys what was going on. I'm trying to be more open. So that is all that has happened last weekend. I did go to my sister-in-law. She did an adjustment on me. She's a chiropractor. And that really helped, in my opinion. One of my subscribers did, you know, recommend me getting a brace, and I did get a brace, and that really helped too. It's so amazing to me that we go around all day long walking and not really understanding that, you know, our postures may seem good, but sometimes we do slouch. Because when I put that brace on, I was like, whoa, I'm straight, man. I'm really straight. And I am so grateful for you guys, your kindness, your love, and your support. So I truly appreciate you guys reaching out to me and sending your well wishes. So thank you very much. I do have to say that I do feel a little pain still. It's only been 6 or 7 days, but it's so much better. It's so much better. I just cannot explain to you how painful it was. And once she adjusted me and then she used the laser to help remove any inflammation that I had between those muscles and tendons, I felt really good. So still a little bit sore, but not as stiff, and the pain isn't constant. So let's move on to sewing this week. I have posted on my Instagram some photos of a project that I'm working on in collaboration with Simply Delilah. I also left that in the community tab, so you guys can go see that, but it is complete, and I will be making my video this weekend and posting the review of a Simplicity 9141. That is a guess, and if it's incorrect, the correct number will be somewhere on the screen. But the dress is complete. It is a shared panel dress, tiered, so there's 3 tiers on this, and it looks so beautiful. I'm going to give you guys a quick look at it because you're here for some sewing inspiration, and this is it. It's got all the threads on it still. I have to take out all my gathering threads there, so it's still a mess, but it is complete. And I have to say that, whew, I'm really glad to be done with this, and I cannot wait to explain my reason behind that in my review. But it's a little time consuming, but I think the dress looks beautiful. I had planned to like unpick all the embroideries off of the fabric where I had to do the shirring, and I looked at it and I thought, I would never be done even in 50 years trying to remove all this on each shared line so that it would be a smooth surface for my machine to stitch through. So there's a little, not a tip, but a different process that was used to make my life a lot easier. And that is something I cannot wait to share with you on that review, because I think it's a really nice tip, a nice new process if you're intimidated by sharing and using the elastic thread. I've used those before, and sometimes it's a hit or miss for me. Sometimes it works really well and I can see everything gathering up, and then other times it's like, oh my gosh, what did I do wrong? Do I have to like wind this thing up again by hand to make sure that the elastic thread is nice and even on the bobbin, or what am I doing wrong? So this process that I will share in my review, I think would be very helpful for those of you that just kind of hit a roadblock when you see sharing. Even though you love it, you're like, I don't know, man, I don't know. So that is it. This is my completed project, and that is the one and only project that I completed for this week. Okay, next week I'm working on my So Frugal, so I am going to make the Paddington and the Milton. I'm still torn about which fabric I'm going to use for the Paddington. I do feel I'm going to use the chevron just because the colors are so perfectly matched to that purple denim that I don't think the other floral would have done it justice. So that's where I'm leaning towards. The Paddington pattern is already cut out and taped, and then I'm going to print out the Milton after this video and get cracking on that. Also, another project that I hope to complete by the end of the month, because this is another collaboration, is McCall's 8198. This is the pattern, and I'm going to be making view B with the sleeve of view C. So here it is. So this is the view A. I love how this looks. I like the notch color. It's been a while since I've made a shirt, and I really want to get back into shirt making. So this is really cute, and I thought that this sort of gathering here on the waist was a really nice feature. I don't tend to wear a lot of cropped tops, but I'm going to try it just for this because I can always make a high-waisted skirt or use a high-waisted jeans. But I do like the sleeve of View D, and that is what I'm going to use for this View B portion. So that is the plan for next week. Before I move to the next section, you're probably wondering, what is the next section? Well, let me just give you a quick peek. My Burda Style magazine for the month of March arrived a week ago. And this is what I was going to talk about on last Friday's shows, but I wasn't well. So, guys, I'm going to pick out a few top picks from this Burda magazine and share those with you. However, let me wheel you back into the live portion of this video. My Sophia is turning 13 tomorrow. Yes, on March 18th, and I'm very excited for her. We have a lot of stuff planned out. We are going shopping. She's gotten a lot of presents. It's crazy. But I thought I would do a little splurging because she's 13. Those seem to be like memorable dates, like your 5th birthday, your 10th birthday for double digit, 13th birthday, you know, entering a new stage in life, and then 16th birthday and so on. With that said, she's already picked out where she would like to go for dinner, and she's looking forward to having breakfast. She's already planned all that, so I'm just so excited. I'm not going to be doing anything regarding sewing tomorrow. I'm devoting all my time, all my energy, and all my brain power to her, because most of the time, whenever I'm about with everyone, sometimes this seeps in and I'm thinking about it and not giving my full undivided attention. So I don't even think I'll have any post out on Instagram. If I do, they are pre-populated and pre-edited by Sophia. Sophia is my little Instagram helper. She finds some of the photos and she does some of the posting when I can't. She posted last Friday as well, so thumbs up for her for being a good helper to mama. Okay, now let me take you guys through a Burda Style March 2022 issue. So the first pattern in this magazine is something that I love to sew. It's a very simple tee with an elevated touch. It has a slight gathering on the sleeve, and everyone needs a top like this in their wardrobe. These are good staples and good building block pieces. If you have to do any sort of layering, you can make it in any color, but this is the pattern. As you can see over here, where am I? There I am. There's a little gathering under there, but you may not be able to see it very well. So let's see if I can pull this out for you to, there it is. Here it is, right here. Maybe this is what you can see better. right there. Does that work? There we go. So right here, there's a little gathering going on the sleeve there. And this sort of design is so simple. We all love these tops. We love to make them. And they're just a staple in any color, in any stretch knit fabric. So that is a winner, and it's always nice to have fresh new patterns such as that. The other one is design 106. I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but that first pattern is 103B. Now this dress is called the tie-dye dress, again design 106. It looks to me to be a mock wrap. Let us see here what it says. It does not say if it's a mock wrap or not, but this is another design that you see a lot out here. And they're good staples to have in your wardrobe in any color. They're good for weddings, Sunday best. They're also good for Easter as we're coming up to that time of the year. Spring dresses, just beautiful flared pieces where you don't feel so tight and restricted. So those two patterns are really on the top of my list. If I had time, I would definitely be sewing them. Another pattern that totally caught me by surprise that I wasn't really thinking that I could like is this boucle skirt. It's design 118. I love the pocket details on this skirt, and I think it's just such a cute design. Not something I go for often. However, if you've watched my past Friday sews, you guys know that I'm really working hard to create a more wide variety of sewing projects and just create a lovely wardrobe that has multiple pieces that can work with each other. That's my goal for this year, and I think it would be nice to make a skirt such as this. The lingerie dress is design 121. I think this is named that way because of the lace trimming on this beautiful dress, which I'll pop up shortly. But I do like all the structure that is given to the midriff section. I think that would really help anyone that needs, you know, a little more coverage and more structure to tuck anything in that you don't really want to spill out and you don't really want to have any lumps and bumps. I like the structure of that panel, and here it is. It's a really beautiful, beautiful dress. I love the color, this shade that they use. It's a sort of biscuity, creamy, sort of blushy pink. But here's the panel that I was telling you guys about. I think this really works for that abdomen area if you're like me and there is still a little like jiggly bits that you want to keep in its place and just have it look really smooth. I think that is really helpful for anyone that has that issue. Now, as we continue to move through this magazine, I was thinking about how often do I come in here and say, I'm going to share my top 5 or my top picks. And most of the time, if not all of the time, I tend to share pretty much all of the patterns. The next one here that I love and I think is really cute, and it's just a quick make in my opinion. I haven't read through the instruction, but it just looks so simple, but it can make a lot of wow moments for you depending on your fabric choice, your color, and how you style it. Is this top. It's design 110. It's such a simple top, but I love this sleeve detail. I'm really serious about puffy sleeves, even though growing up I hated them. But this is the blouse, and isn't it just so beautiful? I love that detail up here on the shoulder, and here is a close-up of what the design looks like. Sorry about the changing of the color there with the lighting. So design 107, this shirt jacket, totally took me back to my So Frugal video when I talked about the mood jacket. This one looks pretty similar, except that there is a slight, just a very slight curve on the hem. I love that double button right under the neck there. This is the jacket. It's just really fun and it's nice, and you know, it's not my typical shape like I said in that previous video because I don't like boxy pieces, but they're growing on me. I just really find myself slightly attracted to that. But here is that design right there. There's two pockets and there's also a seam in the back of this. I think that would definitely help with any shaping if you needed to do that. This magazine is pretty much ready for spring because they also have a nice selection of trench coats. So this one is super cute. I love the color, and I always find myself wanting to make trench coat, but because I'm so lazy when it comes to sewing and I don't have enough space to just spread out and get things done, I don't do it. But I definitely need one living here in Texas. It does get cooler and sometimes the temperature drops like in the blink of an eye. So this one is design 113. It's very simple. I think it could be a really quick make, but I love the color that they used on this here. It's such a pretty caramel. And then there's also a jacket for young men, little men, boys. Yes, that's super cute too, but let's move on to the one that I really want to talk about, which is this one. So as you can see, it has a really nice detail in the back with that sort of kick pleat back there. I think that gives you a nice roomy feel, and I love the details on the cuffs. Well, not the cuff, but on the end of the sleeve there, and then it also has that belt. So it's a really nice design. Next up is a skirt 119B. So this is just a different take to the previous skirt. It just doesn't have the pocket, but I just thought I would still share it with you because the fabric choice is different and the look and feel changes so much depending on your fabric choice. I just wanted to bring that to your attention because look at how different this skirt looks. And it's the same pattern. Here it is. It's the same pattern, but it looks completely different, all because the pockets were removed and there is a new added belt. So that is just amazing. It always really just knocks me off of my feet and makes my brain go like, wow, fabric does totally create a whole new version of something when you pair it nicely with a different pattern. Okay, so the next one that truly got my attention was this midi dress. It's design 104. In the past, I would never look at this because it's just not something that really struck me as beautiful, as sexy. But now I'm so much more into this feminine, clean line, this classy sort of space. I have my edgy moments still, of course, but I just find these so, you know, entrancing. They're so beautiful. I love this. It reminds me of Tilly and the Buttons Lara dress, which I sewed last summer as a collaboration with Ruan. But here's the design. What I really want to bring your attention to is this, the sleeve there. Oh, that is so beautiful. I just love that volume that has been added to the pattern. If I have not mentioned it yet, the trench coat as well as that dress which was just shown, those are in the size range for tall women, just so you guys know that. I'm going to share design 109, although it's one that I would never look to or even consider making. But the reason I am showing it to you is because cinching in your waist does so much for a boring piece. Something that may have too much, you know, going on in the waist area. Do you see how square and boxy this is? it doesn't really look appealing. Like there's nothing that calls you to it. However, if you look at it now, it looks like a completely different dress. Even with the fabric, that too enhances the design, although it's very, very simple. So that is something that I try to remember when I'm looking at patterns and then thinking about the fabric that I have and trying new patterns or designs that I'm like, oh, no way. Because you just never know once you put that pattern piece on there and you sew it and you put it on, what it really turns out to be, how it looks. You just can't. I mean, sometimes I can visualize it and other times I'm just in awe, but I feel after sewing for so long, you tend to have an eye that can capture these designs when you look at it, and you can see it playing out in different fabrics with different accessories and how you style your outfit together. So the next dress, which I actually really like, is design 120. It is so beautiful. I love a deep V-neck. I just love anything that has sort of gathering around the waist area and just flares as a whole. So I really like this design. I think it's super pretty. Let me kind of pan it in here. But it's really beautiful. You can't see exactly what I spoke of, but let me flip it here. And then this top that you'll see, I really like that one too. It's design 117. But here's the dress as a line drawing, and do you see that there? That is beautiful. That just really can be a good focal point with a different color, just even color blocking because of that band. It's just so nice. And then this beautiful top here is a winner. This is a winner for me. These sorts of tops are so quick and easy to make. You can make them in any color and they look amazing, and they just keep adding to your wardrobe, and you can pair these nicely because they're separate. And like I say, that's what I want to do. Keep making more separates so that I have more opportunity to create diverse outfits for you guys. That's something I'd like to do in the future. Just create more outfit styling with my handmade wardrobe. But dresses are still my winners because I love them so much. They're one and done, and they are so beautiful. Now let's see what else is in this magazine that I truly like. And as I scroll through, or should I say flip the pages, there isn't anything more. But I'm going to share with you some of the plus size pieces that are in here, because sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, it's plus size. Darn it, why didn't they have it in my size? I'm too lazy to learn how to grade down, guys. I don't need it. I'm not even going to bother. But this is a beautiful elastine or like knit dress. It's perfect for the summer. You can make it in any color, any design. You can layer it. You can even make it with a complete lace fabric, like a stretch lace, and then wear a slip underneath. That would look really beautiful. Take a look at the design here. Very pretty. And that is design 128, and the size is 44 to 52. The next design here that I thought was really cute is this jacket is really cute. I love the pockets on this one. It's designed, oh my gosh, that's an error. There's no like number on it. Do you guys see that? Look. So typically there would be like the name right here. It just says a shirt jacket and no number. But if I scroll this way, and then you see top 128, I think. But this here is so beautiful. Look at that. This is like a really cool jacket. I like that it comes with a belt. I love this pocket detail. I like that pleating on it. I just think it's such a beautiful design. Look at that. Just really pretty. Oh my gosh. They only made this in plus size. This trench coat is so cute. I love the detail on the back. It just reminds me of like Sherlock Holmes. Oh, Take a look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And then this color that they use is just magnificent. I love this sort of mossy green, and then how they paired it with this beautiful sort of animal print. It just looks beautiful. But sadly does not come in my size, and I don't know if I want to learn how to grade right now. But the back, look at that. Isn't that just gorgeous? It's a winner. Look at that. That is just so nice. That little, what do they call it? Epaulette? No. Flap? No. I'll figure it out. Anyway, it's so beautiful, but look at the design. Like, that is such a winning design. Now, while showing you the jacket on the previous page, I know you probably saw the pants, and I didn't really talk much about it, but the pants is a design 127B, that trouser, and then the jacket is a 124B, no, 124A was that one, and then this one, which is made as a set, is 124B. I think it just has to do with the length, but look at this outfit for plus size. You guys are going to kill it. Look how beautiful it is. Love, 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 love. And I love what they did here, where they turned the stripes horizontally, so it really like pairs nicely with that vertical line, and it just breaks your eyes up, and it just looks so beautiful. I know the light is all messed up because I'm talking while sharing it with you. Maybe I should have done it like this, but then you don't really get to see it that well. Oh well, we'll figure this out next week for my next Friday sews. I don't think there's anything else in the magazine that I want to share. I'm looking right now, and I think that is it. So those were pretty much all the patterns in here, but those are my top picks. I think they look really beautiful, and I would love to make some of them that I shared earlier in this portion of the video. There you have it, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. It's a little bit here, there, and everywhere because part of my lifestyle was right in between of my sewing updates, but I'm so glad that I got the opportunity to stand here and chat with you. I love doing that. I look forward to completing my video review of the Simplicity S9141. Again, that's a guess on the number. If it's not that, I will leave it on the screen for you guys to see, and then those will be posted on a Wednesday. So look forward for that review. I haven't got anything planned for my Sunday video right now. I am working on my color series, so I might record one of those, but I'm also working on a trend video, so that one might actually come before the color series. So thank you guys so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. If you enjoyed this video, I'd love for you to give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to the channel because I am here and I love sharing with you all that I'm doing within my sewing space, a little life update, as well as motivating you and inspiring you, because it's just something that I love to do. Thank you guys again. Have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you guys real soon. Bye.
Push you away and we're done just like that. Something about you is pulling me back.